What's good with y'all? You know what it is. It's your boy, the chosen one, God's chosen son. And I'm gonna talk to y'all while I'm on the road, going to the gym. But it's a specific topic I've been wanting to talk about. And this has been on my mind for a minute. And I'm inspired to finally talk about this due to my man's Born Row. You know, that's his platform name on the Tube. He been gaining traction. You know, he was talking about Fresh and Fit, the Fresh and Fit podcast, and you know, it correlate with inside with something me and him had, a conversation me and him had on some private stuff. So shout out to him. Go support his platform. It's been growing exponentially. And I just love to see my brothers doing well and growing. And I wanna help that as well. It's been good. You know, I've known him since we was little. So it's good to just see that me and him took the road to become men of God and preach righteousness unto the people. But the topic I want to get into is I want to get into the topic that, man, a lot of men secretly hate women, bro. We usually talk about this from the standpoint, you know, we talking about the war of the sexes and stuff like this between Israelite men and Israelite women in particular. We usually talk about the women and how the women out here being whores and all this type of stuff, forgetting that the men, as men, we are supposed to be the lead. We play the role in leading our women, helping our women, and getting them to a point of salvation and sanctity, right? And so you know, a lot of these guys, they be having the spirit of Adam, where they don't want to take responsibility for playing the game. We you know, men, a lot of people in these red pill spaces and stuff, a lot of men, they sit up here and be like, well, these women out here being whores, they doing this, they doing that. Well, we gotta ask the question: who is out here making them whores, right? Who's out here contributing to their whoredom, right? It doesn't make sense. You can't condemn a woman for being a whore, and you're a whoremonger. That's hypocritical, right? We know what the scriptures say. You know, a wicked woman breaketh down her own house and stuff like that. So you know. But at the end of the day, we men, and this is why this is gonna segue me into my whole point, and why I say a lot of men. Hold on. This is gonna segue me into my point, and where I say a lot of men in modern time really hate women, because we have to look at it. What's on a man's spirit to be going around and you're spiritually depriving women, you adding it unto their calamity, rather than telling the truth. We know through the truth is love, right? When somebody's telling you the truth and checking you, that's love. For somebody to tell you to your face and enable your addictions or enable your sins, that's a lie. They don't love you. They don't truly love you. They're watching you crash and burn. So for a lot of these men, they going out here. You sleeping with a different girl every night, first night stands, all of this type of stuff, and you want to act like you hold no accountability and no place in this? That's ridiculous. And then in worst case scenarios, we see it all the time, where like stuff will pop off, a man to get a girl pregnant, and now he want her to get an abortion. Could you possibly say at that point, oh well, I have love for women, I love women? It's not. When men be saying that a lot of the times, the real men that actually love these women is men that's gonna take them on as wives. That's the cool thing to do. That's gangster. That's the real nigga stuff to do, right? Is to take on a woman as a wife, court her, because that's not the easy thing to do. Usually the best things to do for us, and this is according to the book, the Bible. the stuff that God would have us do is through discipline. It's through stuff that takes. It's usually through methods that take time and work, and discipline, right? That's usually the stuff to do that heal us, that bring us pleasure. And I'm not talking about pleasure on no carnality, but spiritual pleasure, spiritual gratification. We live in a world where everybody wants things instantaneously. But like I said, men, it's not the fact that a lot of these men who deal with all these women, they be loving them. No, you just love the sexual pleasure that's offered. Because if you loved anything about a woman on some real stuff, you're gonna court her. You're gonna hear her. You're gonna hear her thoughts. You're gonna hear her opinions. And this don't go for women that's that's practicing being whores. This goes for women with potential. It be so many guys who I've been seeing lately, right? And they playing the game, right? They saying they little lines, they one-liners and all this type of stuff to try and start dealing with this woman and all this type of stuff. And the woman say some thought-provoking stuff as like a first question and an icebreaker, right? Like it was a situation where I was watching somebody I went to school with, and the woman had said, the woman, her first question was like, do you believe in Jesus Christ? And in my mind, I'm like, bro, you don't hear women ask that question off jump, bro. That's not a question most women are gonna ask you. So in my head, instantly, it clicked like, okay, it's some potential there, right? But then he goes forward to drop these one-liners on her and stuff, and trying to raise her up and all this type of stuff. And it just goes to show a lot of our men can't even discern when you have a woman with potential there. And it's really you really gotta ask yourself when you see men do that, what are you looking for first? If you can't even peep that a woman just told you something of substance, and you brush it off and try and say some vain shit, right? Camera, stay still, hold on. It's the driving method. Yeah, you just say something vain, right? Oh my goodness, hold on. This is crazy. Alright. And you just say something vain. Or like I said, we get and then you see the hatred come out in a lot of these men when they dealing with a bunch of women, and then now one of the women pop up pregnant. Not guys, they wanted to say, well, you should just get the abortion. I wasn't trying to be a dad. I seen it, and sometimes dudes be enabling this. Like they'd be like, I told you. What are you doing, bro? Oh my goodness, dog, these drivers. But sometimes they, like, I heard a dude say, I told you I didn't want no kids, right? He telling the woman this, and I'm thinking in my head, well, if you didn't want no kids, why'd you stick your dick in her? Like, no accountability on that front. And to even say something like that, it can't be no love there. Like, to even suggest that a woman, bro, why are y'all taking the whole lane, bro? To even suggest something that evil and wicked as to kill your seed, right? As a man, right? And put a woman through that and plead with her to sin, bro. You have no love for that woman. You're selfish. You're a selfish energy. And this is for all men that's going out here and just having sex with any woman that they can, right? It's a selfish energy. You only trying to get your rocks off, bro. You don't care to get to know nobody. You don't care to have a wife. You don't care to have a family. You don't respect the things that really matter on earth, a legacy, nation building. You want to be a destroyer. You want to sit up here and add to the decline of our people, bro, because whoredom and whoremongering is not good for our people. It's not good for our communities. The thing this community building is family, bro. Works and having a foundation and structure that will propel your life forward through a man, a woman, And if y'all have children, right? Children bring forth legacy. They inherit your will. You know, the way you teach them up through Christ. You know, they'll never depart from the faith. You can have man, it's just so much stuff. And it's like, when I just think about it, for a man to sit up here and be going out here smashing and dashing and doing all of this type of stuff, it's evil, bro. It's evil. It's just evil, dog. It's manipulation on the high class. And then, like I said, when a dude do get a he on this time, and he is talking to a chick with potential, right? You know, a lot of dudes be manipulating women with lesser experience, bro, into giving it up and all of this type of stuff. And it just be witchcraft and sorcery on a high level, bro, for men. And it's just wild, right? So I came to this conclusion, man. A lot of our men really do hate women. It's just a deep and buried resentment, right? It's a deep and buried hatred. And that's why, like I said, when men get into these situations where, you know, they dealing with a woman and she become irate, you know, maybe she a bit obsessed with them, and she coming through and busting out windows or cussing them out for dealing with another woman or whatnot. Dealing with another woman or whatnot, you know, dudes be getting you know, super mad. You really can't get mad at that. You're the one, you chose to deal with this woman, bro. So you chose to deal with her before even knowing who she was. So now, don't be mad when you have to put up with the BS. Don't be mad. It go the same way, just like for women. You know, when a man come in and he on some certain type of timing, he not really trying to deal with you for real, but you still deal with him. Like, you can't take the accountability off the fact that you chose to deal with him and try and be like, oh, when you got a baby now, and trying to keep him from his kid and all this extra stuff. It's sick, bro. It's sick. But we like to think that it's only hatred on one side of the spectrum, like that women on some straight hating men type stuff, and trying to put in all of these social constructs through feminism and all this stuff in order to you know, restrain and tame men, which these things exist, but at the same time, it's hatred on both sides. It has to be in order for the wicked and perverse things to be running rampant so heavily. My advice to anybody, you know, hearing me out on this matter: be a man, bro. Consecrate your flesh, bro. Build yourself up and pray for a righteous woman, bro. And court her, or righteous women in your circle, and court them, bro. And have them be your wives, concubines, or whatever. And court them and take care of them, and build up something tangible, bro. That's a way better feeling than instant gratification. Build up something tangible. If that means you gotta go desert thirsty for a couple months, a year, so be it, bro. Have some strength. Have some faith. Have some discipline. Like, man, it's harder, you know, in our society, it's looked down upon to not be getting right. You know, that's all you hear in the hood. You know, people who I just hit Keisha last week. I just you know, we hear it all the time, but bro, and I've come to realize the real cool things are the things that people don't consider cool. It's not cool to most people to want to be a father, want to be a husband, to want to be a good friend or a brother to somebody. It's not cool to a lot of people to be celibate and to be chilling, right? It's not cool to people to not be, you know, it's not cool to be like, I don't want to go to the clubs. I don't want to go to the strip club. I don't want to get drunk. I don't want to smoke weed all the time, right? And that's saying something. That's saying something when the stuff people deem as cool is the stuff that destroys mankind and humanity, and the stuff that's deemed as lame is the stuff that really feeds you spiritually. Feed yourself spiritually. With that being said, I just wanted to come through and give my thoughts and opinions and my revelation on this message. It's a lot of y'all slimy men out there, bro. Y'all really hate the women, bro. Y'all not doing nothing for our women. And yeah, that's that. Y'all not really doing shit for the women out here. Y'all not out here courting. Y'all not out here helping women get closer to God through the structure of Christ over man and man over woman, bro. A woman needs a man in order to know who Christ is, and in turn, you know, getting to know who God is. So y'all not contributing to that, and that's the problem. With that being said, you know what it is. It's your boy, the chosen one, God's chosen son, signing out.